The time has come for us to air our grievances.
Oh no.
And show our displeasure in the filthy anime that have released this year, or have not released this year.
Oh,
welcome back to the Anime Protagonist Podcast, and it is Christmas time, so we, the Anime Boys, are very angry because we have gotten some great things, but there are some things that are just unacceptable. And we will talk about these unacceptable travesties that have occurred in the year 2022.
Is that Erwin Smith?
No, this is just me.
Oh, it's Jay. Okay, it's back
Jay.
to normal.
Yeah, it's just me.
You're possessed by the ghost of Erwin there for a second.
Of who?
Never mind. You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just did a thing. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna be talking about airing our grievances, and we have I think each 5 of us.
Or there's three of us.
There's 3 of us, Jay.
Sorry, each of us have 5 grievances.
We have 5 each.
That we're gonna discuss and bring up. And
all right, well,
talk
that's
about.
15.
So 15 total. So what do you say we dive right into it?
Let's dive right in. Let's
Guys,
just dive.
I'm gonna cannonball in.
Let us begin with the airing of grievances.
We're all gathered around the metal pole. We're gonna air some grievances.
The aluminum pole, and then we'll have feats of strength after.
That's right.
Yep.
Jay's gonna win.
He's very strong.
He's got rage strength.
Mike,
no, I've got
please.
tear strength. Come on.
His tear ducts are strong.
That's how his muscles get so strong from wiping away the tears. It's like a curl every time you do it.
Look, just get me into a Quince movie, okay?
Yeah. Like
The audience doesn't need to know about this.
Yeah. You just reminded me of the Quince movie. Jay just wailing. And then, you know what I just remembered too, is when we were discussing in the Discord recently when the foot size came up.
Yeah.
And Jay was talking about how he has size 14 feet, and people were sending these pictures of Jay just walking with giant feet. Like comically big. Anyway,
Jay's shoes are like
comically
freakishly
big.
large.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always wears these boots, which I always just assumed it was like the boots that were big, but apparently it's the feet that are inside them are also big.
Yeah, there was one time where when I was a little...
He's got his feet curled up in those boots, like a Dr. Seuss character. So when he takes his shoe off, they like the Wizard of Oz witch.
Yeah, just unravels.
Yeah.
There was one time when I was a little younger, I went shoe shopping with my dad, and he took out flippers, and he was like, "Here, put these on. I think they're your size."
Nice.
That's hilarious. Your dad's a funny guy.
Yeah.
That's first grievance. Jay's feet way too big.
Yeah.
Second grievance.
Get some smaller feet, Jay.
Yeah, smaller feet, please. How do you buy shoes for those things?
With great difficulty.
Yeah, obviously. Like I'm big feet, and I have a hard time, and you're quite a bit bigger than me.
Yeah, and the thing that sucks is like you can't get like a design you want. Like you have to like settle for whatever's there, and it sucks.
All right. Can we move off the Jay's feet topic and into the main topic?
Listen, I always thought I had big feet, but then Jay came around and he's got these monsters.
Flippers.
Yeah. Jay's new nickname on the podcast, Flipper. Okay, my first grievance. I have a problem with anime. Instead of doing seasons, they've been just releasing different parts of the same season.
Yeah.
Okay, so like Attack on Titan is the peak offender here. This is where it really got to the tipping point. I can do a part 2. A part 2, I think is okay. If you take a little like break in between, whatever, part 2. But when you're getting part 3,
and it's a year later,
just that's a season. That's a new season, my guy.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a final season.
Yeah. You know what show kind of started this trend, I think?
What's that?
And it's a weird one. But Jay, do you remember We Never Learn?
Yes.
That show was the first one I can remember that did that, like, first part of the season was in like the spring, and then it skipped 2 seasons, and then it finished up in the winter.
They all do it now.
Yeah, no, they do that. That's just regular split core, but like having one split core is completely different from like we're going to do a season and then like a year later here comes part 2.
Well, it's because Attack on Titan painted themselves into a corner by saying season 4 is the final
Yeah,
season.
they really screwed themselves by saying the final season.
And like if they were like, "Oh, we need to do more," they should just have been like, "Okay, let's get all this done and then announce it and brand it."
Was there no like pre-planning?
Yeah.
Like
probably,
did they
probably not.
Did they honestly not realize that they couldn't finish it in 24 episodes?
You know what other show also did this, by the way? And I mean, to be fair, there's a good reason. But Gintama also did this. They announced a season of Gintama as the final season of Gintama, and then it ended on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And then they were
but
like,
Gintama's like a comedy though, so they might have meant it.
no,
they
they
meant
didn't.
this-
Like, legitimately, the reason is because the mangaka kept thinking of new ideas he wanted to add into his story before he ended it.
Oh.
So when they announced it as the final season, they thought, like, okay, the manga's ending very soon, so
but
we
that's
can get
not
to
as
the end.
bad because like Attack on Titan was already
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Like
Was it
Mike
done
said-
when they announced the final
Yeah.
season, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like Mike said, yeah, they probably didn't plan it, but it's like, why?
You should have had like a rough idea at least.
Yeah.
How? Like, you guys are producing a huge television show. Did you not have like
Some kind of
lots
foresight?
of pre-production
Yeah.
meetings?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? The manga might not have been done when they started
See, that's
final season part 1.
that's
I
the
thought
thing,
it was
right?
very
Like,
close.
Yeah,
I think it
it
was.
and that's the thing. Like, they might have like been very close, or like they were like, oh, we're 3 chapters away, and then whatever his name is, Hajime or whatever, was like
Isayama. Yeah.
Isayama. Yeah. Was like, oh, I have a couple more ideas. I just want to squeeze in there before I finish.
Yeah.
Squeeze.
But then
these ideas.
the other issue I have with all these parts is like when you go to log your stuff on AniList, because I'm a nerd, I must categorize and keep this information somewhere for purposes.
As you would.
Why do we do this?
As you do. Yeah. I don't know why I'm
There's a
explaining
grievance.
this. It's
There's a
obvious.
grievance.
Yeah.
Why do we do this?
Why do we do this to ourselves? Why am I the way I am? That's number one grievance.
I mean, that's just an annual grievance.
Yeah, why are we the way we are? But anyway, so some shows who have the split core will have 2 separate seasons. For example, 86. There are 2 separate seasons on AniList or Mal.
Mm-hmm.
But then some shows with the split core will just have 1 season. What is it? Which is it? Mushoku Tensei does the same thing. Is it season 2? Is it part 2? What is it? I don't know. And then I'm trying to talk to a guy I work with who loves Mushoku Tensei. And he's like, oh, did you watch season 2? And I'm like, no, I don't think I've watched. I didn't know season 2 is out. And then he's like, oh yeah, I watched it. And I'm like looking it up. I'm like, oh, you mean part 2? And he's like, what's the difference? And I'm like,
What?
you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right.
Wait, Mike, you work with someone who watches
Mushoku Tensei.
And reads.
that
And reads?
I gotta work there, Mike. I gotta go work there.
Mike,
Like,
why
shout
is he
out-
on the podcast?
Shout out Ian.
Ian.
Shout out Ian.
Ian, this is a formal invitation to the podcast. I want to talk to you about
Whoa,
Mushoku Tensei.
whoa.
whoa,
Jay,
whoa.
Jay,
Whoa.
I'm scheduling a meeting. We need to talk about this inviting guests.
Let's discuss this.
I thought
off air.
that was clearly a joke.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just being a silly goose. We always
boiled
discuss
goose.
things as a team. We are all equal peoples.
Yes.
But anyway,
Oh.
my
Yes.
grievance. Jay's derailing me because he's been having a few mudslides.
No.
He says as he drinks his mudslide.
Oh
This is
my
the
God.
for the listeners. This is like one of the first episodes Jay's been getting hammered on. Usually,
It's
me,
Christmas.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
How do you
Usually-
think I'm gonna tolerate you too?
That's true. Usually, me and Cole are enjoying a beverage or two during the episode, and Jay's just like, "Why am I with these drunk people?" And then, this one is Jay's turn.
Oh, look at Cole drinking.
Yep, water.
Delicious, crispy Sapporo.
Mm-hmm. But no, Mike, honestly, I definitely do agree with that. Like, it is kind of weird that they're just like, oh, here's part 1 of 1 season, and then part 2 will come like much later, and then it all releases on the same Blu-ray disc.
Yeah,
It's just the Wild West. It's just nuts.
There's no
it's just
rules to
crazy.
it. Yeah,
There's no rules.
and I think probably the real problem is that I think in Japan they must just not care that much about this, and we're just like overanalyzing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe continuity isn't such a big deal over there. Like for us, it's like, no, we need to like, when does the first season end? And
Yeah.
the second season,
Yeah.
like One Piece. What's going on with One Piece?
At
Well,
the
it's
same time, like
it's
they
just
have
one season.
It's one
at,
season.
At the same time, over there in Japan,
What is this,
they
Carnation
have like
Street?
they have TV obligations that they have to fulfill that don't have to be fulfilled over here, where it's just put onto a streaming service.
That's probably part of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
that
stop
is true.
talking reason into my grievance here. What's your guys' grievances?
Jay, go.
All right, my first grievance, Mike. You mentioned it very recently, or brought it up very, very briefly. So I'm gonna jump off of that and say, man, we need another season of 86. Part 2 ended, and there's more light novel to cover, and it's good stuff, and I want to see it animated. So give me more 86, please.
Give Jay more Vladimita Mablazle or whatever her name is.
Vladilena Milize.
Vlad.
Look, give me more of my girl Lena, please.
Give him more Vlad.
I need more of my girl.
Is she still going through her phase right now with her red streak in her hair?
Is she still in her emo phase?
In the light novel?
Yeah.
Do you want me to spoil it?
I'm just asking if she has a streak of red in her hair.
Oh, no.
Okay, good.
Jay's always chomping at the bit to spoil something.
Immediately after she meets Shin's like, what are you doing? And she's like, okay.
Yeah, you look ridiculous.
He's like, hey, cheer up. You're a princess.
He's literally like, cheer up. This is like, you having the red streak in your hair isn't going to help anything. And she's like, yeah, good point.
Good point. I thought it was...
thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nicely done, Cole.
Yeah. 86 is... I like 86. It's a different...
How do I not be mean to Jay?
I was going to say it's unique, but then I remembered, no, it's basically Iron-Blooded Orphans.
I need to bring this up. Kay, you just reminded me. You know who helped work on Iron-Blooded Orphans, and specifically the script?
Oh, I'm going to guess that the writer for Bunny Girl Senpai.
That is correct.
Oh,
really?
What a good guess.
Really?
Yeah!
Were you guys in on this? How did you know that, Michael?
I'm just a savant when it comes to anime screenwriters.
No, I told
Jay
Mike
told me before the podcast.
Off air, yeah. We were talking about Bunny Girl Senpai off air because I was saying that I was enjoying Bunny Girl Senpai and I found it out. And, like, I did not expect that.
Oh, well, maybe you should watch...
Does it make sense, Cole? Does it make sense?
Yeah, because you're the only person who's watched both.
Well, I'm sure he wasn't the primary writer.
No, he wrote the script for a couple of episodes.
There are, like, elements, like, intertwining storylines, I guess, that kind of makes sense.
Okay.
I can see it vaguely.
Okay.
Vaguely,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Jay's gonna watch Iron-Blooded Orphans finally.
Good.
But
no,
this
86 is good.
Yeah.
I would like a season 2 of 80 or season 3 of 86, but
Yeah,
I don't
watch it.
think it's necessary.
I agree.
I mean, I just like it, so that's why I want it.
It's his grievance. He can be mad about what he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I'm just sharing my thoughts.
I
know.
I agree 100% with what Cole said, though.
Like,
I don't think it needs a season 3.
But it would be nice.
Or
it would be
season
nice.
2 in this case.
Yeah, no, it would be a season 2. Like, I do get where you're coming from, because I think that, like, it did end off on a good point where, like, they met and everything's all good. Spoilers for 86, I guess. But I don't know. I just want to see where it goes from there, despite the fact that I already know.
Well, I get it. You want to see it.
Yeah. I want more.
See it.
Yeah. Jay, have you watched season part 2 of 86 yet?
I plead the fifth.
Interesting.
What? Oh, okay. Here's my first
Airing
grievance.
of grievance.
Yeah.
Cole?
Jay, watch some effing shows, man.
Cole, you know what? Let's get your first grievance, please.
Speaking of season 3s, we've come to the end of 2022 and we're going into 2023, and a lot of things have happened this year. You know, we went and we sent to we're starting moon missions again soon.
Yeah. I bought a car.
Michael bought a car. I booked a trip to Japan. Going.
I started a YouTube channel.
Jay started a YouTube channel. Go check it out, Jay Garridian.
But all of these good things happening, and still no announcement, no release, no nothing for season 3 of March Comes in Like a Lion. Give me season 3 already. I've waited I've been a patient boy. I've been so good. I've been such a good little boy, patiently waiting for a season 3 of March Comes in Like a Lion. That's all that I want. That's all that I want. I just want a season 3 of March Comes in Like a Lion so that I can watch it. But I can't. I can't watch it because there is no season 3. There's just 2 seasons. How many times do I have to watch these 2 seasons of the same show over and over and over again just so I can get my fix? I need it. There's no season 3 though. Maybe one day we'll get a season 3.
Cole, can I help you out here a little bit before Jay helps you out as well?
Please.
I just want to point out that the manga also got delayed again, and there's no season 2 of Land of the Lustrous either.
Mike?
Jay, do you have anything to add?
No, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Oh, okay. Cole, do you care to elaborate on these facts?
I pre-ordered the English manga. It's coming out in February now.
When was it going to come out?
It should have already been out.
Oh,
for some reason it's not.
It sounds like a grievance to be aired.
That's fine. Another grievance would be make the Blu-rays maybe a little bit cheaper. That would be nice. So I don't have to buy 4 sets of Blu-rays to watch 2 seasons of anime, and each one of them is like $180 US. How much would that be in Canadian, Michael?
How much are they again? Say that again.
180-ish US. It'd be like $250 Canadian.
Last time I checked, it's $1.30 Canadian for US dollar. $1 US is $1.30 Canadian. So
it's absurd.
That's entirely too much.
I shouldn't have to pay $1,000 for a set of Blu-rays.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For a show that I like.
Yeah, you want to support them, but it's like, how do you support someone when they're like just blatantly ripping you off at the same time?
They're just robbing me. Yeah. They're just robbing me. Yeah. Anyway, I'm out of steam now.
Yeah. Yeah, you did a little good speech there, and I kind of used up all your gas, eh?
Yeah.